evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Good. I'm doing great, but it was really busy today, so I'm a little tired.
Uh,
Actually, I was doing something on my phone
mhm.
until now, and
Okay.
yeah, finally it's done.
That's good. So you can relax a little bit this
Yeah.
weekend.
After this lesson, I'll take shower and maybe I'll watch some movie. Then I'll go to bed.
Sounds good. Nice, relaxing Friday night.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's see. So
Oh yes.
last, well, we weren't looking at this last time. We were still looking at the urban studies one, comparing and contrasting
Yeah.
the cities and the suburbs. So let me just we looked at this passage and the vocabulary.
Yes.
And then I don't think we looked at this activity completely about the collocations.
Mm-hmm. We did try to do
Ah,
this, but we didn't have time. I think.
okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So,
okay.
can I ask you about
Hmm.
this word collocations?
Yes, yes. Collocations is just a fancy name in English for a a group of two or sometimes three words that we often use together that you'll commonly hear in English.
Okay.
So uh, we can see in the below example, white collar and crime. We often hear these two together to talk about crimes to do with money or fraud or insurance, this type of crime.
Uh-huh.
And so white collar crime
Uh-huh.
is the collocation.
Okay. So there are many of collocations
Yeah.
out there. Like, um, so what is this activity, this question? What?
This is to see if you can find any collocations,
Oh,
any combinations that you've
okay.
heard before or that you think go well together.
Uh-huh. Okay. Um, so the first one area, I
Hmm.
guess before the the word area something comes, I guess. But I don't. Oh, center area makes sense.
Ah, this one I think is best to use some of the words in the grid with some of the vocabulary on the left.
Oh, okay. So I I just oh I forgot how to read it.
Uh,
Adjacent,
yeah, adjacent.
adjacent plus the like.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't know. What was that? Adjacent. Uh,
adjacent. Adjacent is just next to.
okay. Oh yeah. Thank you. Oh my god, I don't remember anything
It's
about
okay.
last.
It's been a while. That's why
Oh, okay.
it's
Adjacent,
good.
adjacent area,
Hmm.
adjacent building,
Yeah,
adjacent land,
yeah, even
adjacent property.
exactly. Yeah, because these are all common things we would use.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about something that's adjacent building, property.
Something physical things
Yeah, that's
next
next to something
together.
else. Mm.
Okay. And the community. The community center.
Mm. Yeah, it's a very common phrase.
Mm-hmm. Community. Community. Like adjacent. Probably it, it's for some place.
Ah, yeah, you could say like the community is adjacent or the adjacent community.
Adjacent community. Community property.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's a few here that are okay, but I think the main one is community center.
Okay.
Yeah. What about urban?
Urban, urban area.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
very common.
okay. Yeah, white collar crime
Mm.
and retail. Uh, can you please tell me what retail is
Yeah,
again?
retail is buying and selling
Oh yeah, right.
goods or products,
Uh-huh.
this type of thing.
Retail area.
Yeah, you could have a retail area where there's lots of retail shops.
Uh-huh.
There's a couple of other good ones for
Really.
retail.
Retail job.
Yeah, retail job.
Mm-hmm. Oh, retail worker.
Yeah, exactly. It's very common to say this. Like white collar worker
Mm-hmm.
as well. Hmm.
Uh, I think last time I asked you about white collar and blue collar, and
Yeah,
white collar is like white shirts with like ties,
yeah,
little kind of fancy job.
yeah. This, I mean, maybe it doesn't have to be very fancy, but more company office
Mm-hmm.
worker,
Mm-hmm.
a more normal 9 to 5, 9 to 6
Okay.
type of office day. This
Mm-hmm.
type of white collar.
And the blue color is like more uh like construction
Mm,
workers
yeah, construction
kind.
worker. Yeah, construction worker, definitely. Blue collar worker.
What about the like farmers, agriculture?
Yeah, yeah, it's blue collar, but I guess
Mm-hmm.
more we use blue collar for things like construction, uh, any type of handyman, plumber, electrician, mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
So types of people that build things or fix things. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's more. I guess blue collar is more manual, physical work, and white collar is more mental work, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Typically, it's in they work in the office
Mm.
inside.
Yeah.
Okay, so this white collar crime
Mm.
is about the crime happens inside of office. Is that right?
Yeah. Usually it could be related to business. So maybe some businesses doing some bad things or some fraud or
like corruption.
Yeah, this type of crime where it's not physically hurting someone.
Mm-hmm. Not murder.
Yeah, it's not a physical, violent type
Okay.
of crime, but it's still a crime and
Like,
usually involving money.
or some um, to break some laws.
Yeah,
Okay. White collar crime.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
My pleasure. Okay. Ah, here we have an interesting one. So, reside.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I got a question last time when we read the passage
About the
about
people
this.
residing in different areas, right? Okay.
Settle. Can you guess what the words in the sentences below mean?
Yeah, so here we have a lot of different forms of the word.
Aha. I've heard some of these, like residence, residence, residential. It is those from reside.
Yeah.
Interesting. You must reside in a city to use the service.
So in this sentence, what does reside mean? What's the point of this sentence?
To live in the city.
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
you have to live there to use this service.
The residents of the community value education. Um, residents means the people who live in the community.
Yeah, exactly. Residence is the noun for the people that live there. Yeah.
Okay. And the community value education. It this was a collocation.
No, not specifically.
The community
No.
value education. Value. Okay. This sentence means the people who live in this community are educated.
It could, as an effect, mean they're educated because it means education is important or a priority for them. It's
Okay.
yeah, but I would imagine if it's important to them, then they're well educated. Yeah.
Okay. For them, education is high priority.
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, I got it. Thank you.
No problem.
And then his primary residence is in another state. Residence means the place to live.
Yeah.
Okay. So his primary residence is in another state. So maybe this guy has some places to live.
Yeah, exactly. He
Oh.
has more than one
Mm-hmm.
apartment or house. Yeah.
And so primary means like mainly.
Yeah, his main house is in another state.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. He lives on a quiet residential street. Quiet residential street. So the place he live
Mm.
is on a quiet street, a residential street.
Mm.
It's about the area to it,
Yeah,
like a suburb or.
yeah. If it's residential, this adjective just describes that it's a place where probably lots of people live. So,
Mhm,
yeah, if you imagine like this type of suburban area, maybe lots of houses.
mhm. Okay. There was smoke. Um, what? Reside?
This one is residue.
Resi, residue, residue.
Residue.
There
So
was
this, yeah, is a little bit different than the others.
in the room. There was smoke residue in the room. In the room means uh what? There was smoke residue. So in that room, something was there. But
Yeah,
what residue? But something related to live.
not specifically. That's why this one is different because this one is more related to the sit or settle part of this
Okay.
root of the word. Because reside is settle,
Uh-huh.
it all comes from this, but this is another type of way to use it because residue is more like a small amount of something that remains or is
Okay.
left over.
Uh-huh. So someone smoke in that room or burn something.
Mm,
So
yeah,
after that, there was some smoke left over there,
yeah, a little bit of
like
smoke.
smelly or look, look like
Yeah,
foggy.
yeah, exactly. Or if, like you said, if there's a fire, maybe there's some dark,
Uh-huh.
smoky residue on some walls. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's a little bit difficult to remember when it's uh, the odd one out in this list, in a way.
Okay. Residue. Um, do you use this word residue sometimes?
Not often,
Uh-huh.
not that I can think of. Maybe in uh, some areas it might be more common to use, but mm, for me, not very common or specifically useful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. So, for example, um, yesterday I cooked something in the kitchen.
Mm.
And today, in this morning, like my mom told told me that there is some residue of some like pieces of food or oils or some dirt.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe oil is a good example because it's a little bit of uh, something that's left over that remains.
Mm-hmm,
So it's yeah, some oily residue
mm-hmm,
on the bench or in the pan.
mm-hmm.
Mm.
So if I don't wash dishes well, and next time I found some residues on the
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
How about this? It never happened, but I visit a crime scene
Mm,
of murder case.
mm.
There are some residues like blood or some.
Yeah, technically this is residue,
Mm-hmm.
but I think we wouldn't often use it uh, for this type of situation because we would normally just say there's blood,
Mm.
even if it's a small leftover amount.
Okay. Um, so more like someone did something at that place and like little rest leftovers around.
Yeah. Mm, maybe maybe with tea or coffee.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes maybe there could be some
Yeah.
tea leaves or some coffee grounds. Maybe there's some residue in
Uh-huh.
the pot.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
little bits of leftover something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Maybe
That's
I
all
will
right.
use this some one day.
Yeah, it's interesting, and it's interesting to think about different ways we
Yeah.
can use different ones because there's so many different situations, and some are good for some and some
Mhm.
not as good for others.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
an
Adverb.
interesting.
Adverb.
Hmm.
Adverbs can come before adverbs to give a more pre- precise precise meaning. Precise means like strong or more
Mm,
clear.
yeah, more clear or more accurate.
Okay, thank you.
Exactly.
Below are some examples that are common in academic English.
Mm. Okay, so we have three different sections:
Mhm.
time, frequency, and degree or level of something.
Okay.
So, do you want to read the examples and see if there's any that you haven't heard before
Yes.
or that you have heard before?
Um. About the time, I
Mm.
heard the first one no longer, and the next one once again, and most recently, those those make sense, but
Mm.
I've never heard that before. And so far, I sometimes I use this. Oh, oh sorry. Excuse us. Oh, it, okay. Now they have party.
So much energy.
Yeah, sorry. The last one, Sarswa?
Thus far.
Sarswa? I've never seen that before.
Okay.
I don't even know this word, Sars.
This is not something you will often hear in
Uh-huh.
spoken everyday English. That's why here's for academic English.
Mhm.
It's the same meaning as so far.
Okay.
So if I said, so far my week has been very busy, you could also say, thus
Uh-huh.
far my week has also been very busy. But it sounds like a lot when you use it in spoken
Okay.
English, like very advanced or
Mhm. So if
fancy,
I write,
sometimes unnatural.
excuse me. So
No,
if I
no.
write some like essay or something,
Mm.
and if I want to say so far, can I use this thus far?
Yeah, definitely.
Is that
Right.
is that okay? I mean, if it is too difficult word, it's no. I don't feel it's natural if I use this word. You know.
But I guess it depends on what you're writing because in
Mm,
academic English, it's a lot about writing or explaining ideas. Like, uh, thus far, there's no evidence to
mm,
support this, or things like this, or thus far, the research shows us something.
okay. So not it's if it's about some academic things. If I research something,
Yeah.
it's good for that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay. And then the next one, frequency. Um, um,
I'm going to guess there's one that's a bit unusual. More
oh,
than one?
like too often, more often. Those are kind of familiar, but
Mm.
other ones, mm, I can understand what these want to say, but it's not familiar for me.
Ah, okay. But but all of them, you think you can understand the meaning even though they're not familiar?
I think so, probably.
That's that's good.
Um, um, so like the last one, almost always
Mm.
means not always, but almost very
Yeah,
close.
yeah, exactly.
And all too